Hey everybody, it's February 19th, 2014. My name is Colin, and in September of 2011 I was prescribed what has been many people's downfall in their lives, Cipro. 750 milligrams twice a day. While on this medication, I developed a spasm, twitch, vibration, whatever you want to call it, inside my body. That's right, inside my body. Felt like it was felt like my asshole was twitching. Quite bizarre. And this twitch, vibration, whatever you want to call it, pretty much drove me crazy, as well as the mental havoc that Cipro can do, because it gets into your brain. The penetration level varies among people, but believe me, if you've taken any fluoroquinolone, it's gotten into your brain to some extent. I lost my job, I lost my money in the stock market, I lost my cars, I lost my health. My health got progressively worse, and it still continues to be bad. I don't know if it's continuing to get worse. I'd say I'm more treading water now. It's been about 2 months since I've made a video, maybe more. I can't remember. Time kind of escapes you in this condition. Every day seems the same, because what can you do, you know? I might be able to work, but I don't know if I could handle it mentally. When I was trying to work, all I could think about was suicide. And what do you work for? I mean, you work for money, most people. Well, you know, satisfaction maybe of your job and knowing that you're doing something productive, helping other people. You know, but for me, it's just become, well, you know, I've served my time working and helping people, and I've tried to serve society, and what has society done back for me? Well, they poisoned me. You know, the corporations have poisoned me for profit, you know, because I had insurance, because I had money. They said, well, let me get some of that money, and in turn, you know, we're going to destroy your DNA. You know, that's how Cipro works. That's how fluoroquinolones work, is they attack DNA. They destroy DNA. You'll have DNA adducts, okay, which are little attachments to your DNA, basically fucking up your DNA. And when your DNA is fucked up, well, you're a mutant. You know, your body doesn't work right. Your God-given code is molested by fluoroquinolone antibiotics. You know, some people, maybe not so much, not noticeable. Other people, health completely ruined for the rest of their life. Why would you allow this poison to be given out to people? Well, it's easy, because it makes a lot of money. That's the fact. It makes a lot of money for Bayer and Johnson & Johnson. That's the world we live in, you know, here in the U.S. And that's my main message, is don't take fluoroquinolone antibiotics. It's not worth the risk. Even like at this point, even if I was on death's door knowing what I've been through from Cipro, I'd be like, I'm not taking it. Just fucking let me die. Keep giving me doxycycline or penicillin or something, you know. So, I had just been escaping. You know, I left Facebook, and I didn't want to hear about people suffering, and you know, had a little tiff with a good friend on Facebook, and I just quit Facebook for a good 10 months. And I only recently got back on Facebook. By the way, you looking at this hair? This is the last you're going to see of this long hair, because I'm getting a haircut today. As far as my issues go, I told you about this twitch spasm. You know, I feel it more when I lay down. You know, I don't know exactly where it is. I know it's on the left side, and it's like, it's got to be a muscle. You know, my toe is a little sore here. You know, because I've been standing too long. You know, I'm 37 years old, and I can't stand for too long, or my feet start to hurt. Does that sound normal to you? You know, when I was completely healthy before, aside from, you know, having some stomach pain, you know, running laps around a park and stuff. Does that sound normal to you, that now all of a sudden I can't stand for very long? I can't sprint anymore? You know, do you think that's all from old age? Well, I'm only 37. Do you think I suddenly developed fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue syndrome? Just suddenly? No, it just happened to be right after I took Cipro? I mean, fucking people need to wake up. You know, these fucking doctors, they need to wake up and stop and try to, you know, connect the dots. They don't care. So anyways, I've just been escaping, you know, World of Warcraft and League of Legends, playing video games, because what it is like, I entered such a horrible, like, the whole thing is horrible, you know, what happened to me and what my potential was, and, you know, how it all went down, you know, with the Cipro. But just as horrible as the mental pain that it caused afterwards, you know, the torment, the anguish, that when something is that horrible, you can't think about it. You know, because you get in this frame, all these frames that you can get in that are related to that just bring you down and just make you suicidal. You know, there's so many frames that I can't be in. Like, I'll catch my mind in a frame like that, you know, where it's just so negative, like, and it just all leads to this path of suffering, and when you start suffering, that's when you want to kill yourself. You know, I talk a lot about suicide in my other videos, and a lot of times no thought at all is better than actually thinking, you know. But I've talked to people, you know, on Facebook, on the phone, that are suffering physically far greater than I have, and I have to give them a lot of credit for enduring, you know, that type of suffering. You know. But I have mentally tormented myself just as much. I don't want to do comparisons here. Maybe someone has suffered more than me. But I feel like that's not quite as bad anymore. That's the one thing that's probably improved slightly, is, like I told someone before, I'm not rampantly suicidal anymore. I'm just more like moderately, you know, I think about it a lot. Anyways, when I have little pains and stuff, it makes it worse. Got a little bit of a pain in my neck recently from, you know, doing something normal, of course. Some pains have gone away, like my wrist and my right ankle. Some still linger, you know, the same pains. My digestion is still questionable, you know, it still takes a long time for me to feel like my stomach is actually empty and ready for food. My stool doesn't look right. My bowel movements aren't very frequent. I don't know what this video is about, you know. I just am thankful, you know, that you know, people listen to me, and I have subscribers that actually care what I have to say. You know, I don't have a life. You know, I'm on the computer all day and playing games, and you know, I play poker, and I lose at poker. Occasionally at live games here. I was planning to make money playing poker, but that hasn't worked out. I'll try to have a solid frame of mind next video, but that's my update.